Jackson apparently led the attempted escape using a gun somehow smuggled to him inside the prison. It all lasted not much more than 30 seconds. 3 white guards and 2 white inmates were killed, their throats slit. 3 other guards were wounded. Then Jackson came running out of the maximum security cell block, and he was cut down by another guard firing from some distance. It was the worst violence in the history of this prison, and only the latest in a long series of killings involving and related to what are known as the Soledad Brothers, a group of 3 black inmates originally held at Soledad Prison. A guard was killed there, and a second guard killed here at San Quentin earlier this summer. That was the first guard killed at San Quentin in 19 years. The victim was, at the time, guarding an inmate who was a key witness in the first Soledad Brothers case. Jackson was called a dilettante revolutionary, a murderer by the warden. 2 other Soledad brothers were also involved in yesterday's attempted escape. And so was Rochelle McGee, who, along with Angela Davis, is charged with murder and kidnapping in the Marin County Courthouse shootout last year. At the Marin Civic Center, Jackson's younger brother was killed by officers after he allegedly smuggled guns into the courtroom. The bodies of the slain guards and the white inmates indicated they were slashed across the throat and neck. All but one body was found in Jackson's own cell. The weapon, a toothbrush with a razor blade attached, was identified today. Weapons like that are often found in prison shakedowns. The extraordinary breach of prison security was how Jackson got his revolver. This is a maximum security prison. The warden's investigators suspect a male visitor who saw Jackson early yesterday somehow concealed the weapon and passed it to Jackson. At a press conference this afternoon, prison officials talked about black militancy at San Quentin.
This is a copy of Right On, whatever that might be. It has a picture of the Black Panther, so I assume it belongs to the Black Panther Party. Under State Law 2600, we are required to allow inmates to receive anything that's accepted for mailing in the United States mail. Understandably, this makes them some disturbed and adds to their anger.
Even with the new militancy among the black prisoners, the escape couldn't have happened without a serious lapse in security. That is under high-level investigation. Terry Drinkwater, CBS News, San Quentin.
24 hours later, the campus is quiet, but police have failed to find a suspect in what looks like political assassination. Down this corridor in a lunchroom, members of the Black Students Union were meeting to discuss plans for a Black Studies program, a key issue in California's student revolt. As the peaceful meeting ended, gunfire broke out, and 2 students, both Los Angeles leaders of the Black Panther Party, fell dead. They were contenders for the leadership of the Black Student Union with a rival black nationalist organization. One of the victims, John Huggins, expressed his fear of persecution in this interview with KNXT a month before he was shot in the back.
We find ourselves constantly under attack by the press, by the mass media, by the police departments, and by your existing politicians, because they consider us as a threat to them, as a political threat to them. And therefore they attack us politically, and they attack us with guns because they understand that political power comes from the barrel of a gun.
My father's a hard worker.
The anger involved in California's campus crisis was seen in San Francisco yesterday.
We're well aware that some people are not getting a good shake. We are well aware that many people have been deprived of their rights.
Hecklers drowned out speakers at a student rally protesting the 2-month strike at San Francisco State College. The central issue there as well is a student demand for a Black Studies program controlled by students and faculty.
The strikers have offered to shut up and let us talk.
Across the bay at Berkeley, student demonstrators marched around the university building where the monthly meeting of the State Board of Regents was underway. There, too, the issues include demands for a Black Studies program. Governor Reagan, who is on record in favor of Black Studies, faced an angry crowd of several hundred students after the Regents' meeting.
Let them throw. But I'm going to get out. I don't care, just so it's outside. Okay. Now.
little more.
Here, more.
The governor made his getaway as eggs splattered his limousine. But he and the regents faced the continued fury of militant students demanding greater control of their education. John Lawrence, CBS News, Los Angeles.